Move on to item 18, my mayor's report. If anyone's got any questions, it's been tabled. Have a look. There are some interesting things happening in town. I'm actually going up to meet with the people from China Southern Air very shortly to have a wee chit chat to them. So there's lots of interesting things happening that's going to make our city even better than it already is. So I'll move it and Tim will second it. Any debate or discussion? Yanni, please, and then Mel.
Yeah, thank you. Given what's happened with the draft decision to reject our exemptions, I thought it would probably be good that we formalise our concern as a collective and write to the Minister of Local Government. So I just drafted a few resolutions which I sent round, but I would like us to express significant concern to Mata Arawai's draft decision to decline Council's application for an exemption in regards to chlorinating our drinking water supply. I'd like to note that the Council has worked in good faith, invested millions of dollars and devoted extensive resources to keeping our drinking water safe while working towards meeting the new standards on the basis that we'd have an ability to get an exemption, and that we write to the Minister of Local Government seeking a meeting to outline the concerns with the process to date, the lack of genuine partnership, and seeking a way forward to amend the exemption process so that is more achievable and realistic rather than being impossible to meet. So I just think it's important as a collective that we do place on record our concern and we formalise that with some resolutions. I appreciate that you've written a letter, but yeah, I note that other councils may wish to, put other amendments to that or revise it, but I just thought it would be good for us to do something as a collective given the very disappointing news that we've heard last night.
Councillor Johansson, can you actually send them to us, please, because we haven't got them? Yeah, we need to read them. Members need to read them.
But more or less everything you've just said was covered in the letter.
Yeah.
But I wrote it on behalf of everyone.
Could we ratify your letter and have a formal record of our collective disappointment?
Can do. I don't know.
Well, you can do if we can get the recommendations and we can agree.
Yeah, are you firing those through now, Yanni?
Myself.
Is it?
I'm sending you an email now, so you have my email address.
So Yanni's saying, could we ratify your letter? Does that mean table it and agree with it today as a collective? Is that what you're asking for, Yanni?
It's sort of inherent, isn't it, when the mayor writes on behalf of us?
I'm a bit lost, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't pull me out of this.
Well, the mayor has written on behalf of the council. Councillor Johansson is asking that is formally noted, but he had a whole series of other things as well. But,
yep. This is.
No.
Have you got it yet? No. Okay. Whilst we're getting around that, is there any other questions that anyone would like to talk? Yeah, Jake, please, then Tim.
Could I ask that 3B be put separately?
Yeah, and sorry, the key point I was making was we write to the Minister of Local Government. We've written to Mata Arawai, but we haven't actually written to the Minister of Local Government, have we?
no.
No,
Right, so
but I can do that.
yeah, well, it'd be good to formalise that.
I can more or less resend the exact same letter. I've no issues with that. So would that make you happy, Yanni?
Yeah, well, it'd be good. Yeah, we could
There we go.
formalise the two letters.
So these are Yanni's, Councillor Johansson's amendments.
Like I said, I'm happy for them to be tweaked to something that supports what you've already done.
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's word for word, but it's very, very close to what I've said, isn't it? I'll get you a copy of that and show it to you if you like, Yanni.
I've got the letter here.
So I'm just a bit. So we all agreed that the letter was sent, and we've seen the letter. So what are we just
Formally as a collective endorsing the letter that's been sent and sending a new letter to the Minister of Local Government expressing the similar concerns,
okay?
basically.
Yep.
So there's an opportunity here that you could add an additional recommendation to the Mayor's report in terms of the RECs in item 2, whereby Council endorses the letter that the Mayor sent yesterday, and that the letter is sent to the Minister for Local Government, and I think that will probably cover both things off there.
That'll sort both them out. Yep.
And can I just one question not related to this was around the Merrill Forum. How's the funding for the regional funding for the stadium going? Has that been discussed at the Merrill Forum, or is there a process to do that?
I'll just speak on behalf of Leah because she's not in the room. So there has been some discussion with ECAN around getting a oral update at the CEO's forum, which I think is June, and then on potentially on from that to the Mayoral Forum.
That answer your question, mate?
Yeah.
All right. So we have number 4 coming up, have we? Here we go. Sorry, Tim, did you have something else to say?
The Chief Executive, Tamata Arwai. We can side of the regulator if you would prefer to do that.
Any other discussion or questions on what's in the Mayor's report and the Coastal Hazards Working Group stuff? Everyone happy? Yeah, that's right. Well, we're catching up, yeah.
It was going to be in debate, but we're sitting here twiddling our thumbs, so I just thought of time efficiency. So if you're happy. I just want to thank the Mayor for coming out. I took the Mayor around, I know others have done it around the Kashmir ward, and it's just really nice to make those connections, and especially at the South Library, just to talk with the staff there and see what they're putting up with, etc. And we did that with the Health and Safety Wellbeing Committee, with Dawn and myself and the team. So I just wanted to thank Phil for that. It's really nice making those connections with some of the key clubs and individuals. So thank you very much for that. And on their behalf, they just wanted me to pass that on. So thank
You're
you.
welcome. And I have done it with Mark out to Hornby as well. And anyone that wants me to, it's probably one Friday a month or Friday afternoon every couple of weeks, grab me, or grab Ruth and say, oi, I want Phil out to come and yarn to people and just take me around and show me what's going on in your hood. So more than happy to do that. Thank you, Tim.
Much appreciated, mate.
Pauline?
It's called trotting them out.
No, I've already been to the Edgeworth pool. Thanks very much.
No, I want you to come and look at the community centre next, though, so I'll book you and thank you. I just want to give a shout out to Marie Polisco for putting her hand up to join the Salwa-Waihora Zone Committee as a liaison for council, because it is a reasonably chunky role that on the zone committees, and I think it's really cool that a community board member has stepped up. We did have Emma Norrish on the Christchurch West Melton one last year, but the Salwa-Waihora is a tricky one for us to get to because of time commitments, and so I thank her for stepping up and doing that for us. Just wanted that noted.
Yeah, well said. Thank you. Anyone? Melanie, please.
Yeah, I'm really pleased the Coastal Hazards Working Group is being re-established. I enjoyed being on that last term, and I think it will be good to be progressing that. Mm-hmm. With the Health, Safety and Wellbeing Committee, looking at the membership there, I just note it's all males, and I'm not quite sure that it's not representative. So I'm just, that's a question and a point. Anyway.
Right. Okay. So do you want us to? You're just saying. Okay. Go, Sam.
Unless I'm getting the menu, I think Jake mentioned before putting Aaron's appointment separately. So if people are going to do that, I would hope they've got an alternate solution in the event that it fails. So, yeah. It just seems unusual that you'd be against someone but not put someone up with a solution.
Yeah.
As the chair of the committee, is there an issue with this? And I would have liked someone to, if you've got issues, to come to. It's like my door's always open. I actually don't have a door, so it's even easier. But it's a bit of a surprise, to be quite honest. But I don't want to go there. I don't think it's. I think if we've got an issue, then it'd be really good to discuss it, or it'd be really nice to discuss with the chair, perhaps, and deputy chair.
And last time, health and safety was all us, all males. It seemed to work right everywhere. And everyone's got a problem with it. I'm more than happy to stick your hand up. Anyone who wants to do it instead. I just talked to Aaron, and he said he was keen to do it.
And as it's health.
I think, look, if anyone wants to, they're certainly more than welcome to. But I think this sometimes illustrates the frustration around diversity. We all agree that it's a good thing, but it becomes very difficult if other people then aren't putting their hand up to rectify it. So I think that everyone is open to it, and I think that we agree that diversity adds value. But if the pool isn't there, or there isn't the desire from those diverse groups to do it, we're left in a bind, and it's not ideal, but it's the situation that we find ourselves in. So happy if someone would like to put up an alternative, then we'll consider that.
Okay, Aaron, you're the man in the middle.
Oh, well, not yet. I also, the point Melanie raised is quite a good one. So I'm more than happy to let one of the female councillors take a lead on this. Well, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, which brings us around. We have three female councillors who've all got their hand up, for one reason or another.
You've got three options.
I'd like to nominate Melanie for this, if you're happy for that.
Okay, if Melanie wants to, she can do it. Melanie wants to? Everybody's happy? Aaron's happy?
We double check with Aaron, because I'm fine with that.
And I'd echo that.
Yeah, I was just looking, to be fair, I was looking at workload. That's what I was looking at. Okay?
I don't think you have to worry about that so much. Good at multitasking.
And that's where I was coming from. And like you ladies have all got a fair bit on your plate. But if Melanie wants to do it, that's fine. And I don't think Aaron's going to lose any sleep over it. So can we change that name, which we already have? This is very good.
I'm also wide open, typically.
I thought you were putting your name up to do it.
I mean, Melanie's more than capable of doing it. I'm happy to also join.
All right. Okay, we'll talk long enough. So we've got a mover and a seconder. Is there any more debate? Yanni, please.
Just two quick things.
Oh, sorry, I've got to ask for a mover and seconder. Are Tim and I happy with number 4 that Yanni's put up?
Well, it's just, you probably just need to send us a separate letter with a copy, because you need to give a bit more context. The letter to Tamata Arawai is actually very specific, so just sending it to local government minister probably doesn't capture the extent of concern. I think you just need to, send a letter to the Minister of Local Government with a copy attached.
Yep, we can do that. Yep.
Okay. And just the only other question I wanted to ask was around Otakaro Orchard. Thank you for going and visit. Amazing place. Is there anything that was raised in terms of what we can do to support it, either funding, just to help get it finalised? Because I'm just aware that they've come to us before. It's something that I think is really cool, and you probably got that from your visit. But I'm just confused about if we wanted to support it, what can we do?
You're dead right. There was a method to their madness of dragging Sam, and Pauline round there. What they have done with the little bit of money they've had and the building that they've done to this point is absolutely phenomenal. It is really good. They are, correct me if I'm wrong, $250,000 short, aren't they, Pauline? Around that figure. And what they've done, they've got a whole lot of kitchen stuff they were moving in there from that they'd been given by the museum. They're doing it on the smell of an oily rag, but they're doing a real Haley, and there's a guy around there. I can't remember his name. Lovely guy. Yeah. Great guy. And they're so close to being finished. So anything that we can do to help them get over the line, otherwise it'll take years. So Pauline and I have got a cunning plan to try and get them some money to get them over the line, because that is right by the new bridge. Yep. It's right by where you can get onto the punts on the Avon. It's going to be a great place for cycleway to go past and have coffee. They're going to have a coffee shop out the front. It's going to be outstanding. So the more we can help them to get across the line, to get started, they'll be away laughing. So I take on what you're saying.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm happy with number 4. Are you happy with number 4, Tim? Okay. So I will put the motion. All those in favour? Aye. Against? Thank you. That's carried. Good.
Move to resolution to PX.
Yep. Okay. We will now move into PX and resolve to exclude the public and set out on pages 51 and 52 of the second open supplementary agenda. Thank you very much. And the mover is Sam and the seconder is Mark.